Thank you so much, Jahur, for coming here and sharing your valuable thoughts. And I think the topic you gave us is very exciting, even. In fact, not only to us. I think when I posted your ad to all the various other delegates across, all of them were asking me to send the link. That shows that it is very attractive, and I think many people from other areas will also join us for this your talk, and I think it's an wonderful thing. So I thank once again Uday and the team of the IAC for hosting this talk, and it's a welcome thing. And I wish I will talk to you personally. And I'm extremely sorry for my absence for this program, but I will be hearing it online. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I request RP sir to speak few words.
Hello. Yeah, Ramesh sir, right? Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there. Please, please,
So
sir.
thank you very much for inviting me, first of all. And it's great to see your campus. Mr. Dr. Rajendra sir has taken me the complete view of the college. And I'm very much impressed, in fact. And great to know that you people as a team have done a great work for the beneficiary of the students community. And
Yes, sir.
it's very much enthusiastic, moreover, to look into your campus and the work what you have done for this purpose. So I'm looking forward to deliver my talk and also give some kind of outcome and output for the benefit of the student and also the faculty as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Dr. Baswaraju sir to speak few words, an ex-director of SVCP. Sir.
I think I'm sorry, I forgot. Sir, welcome to our campus once again, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time. I missed your presence today.
Thank,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, Ramesh. I happen to be here incidentally, okay? And Dr. Sab and Dr. Ramesh and Dr. Prasad and other my dear students and other faculty members. It's so nice to meet personally Dr. Saab. And being a doctor, he is going to have some coordination among the pharma industries and other various core industries of the engineering sector and other life sciences sector also. And we just morning had a brief visit to the LF, and I was excited to know so many small scale industries are setting up in his Atoll Innovation Center. And in this particular incident, our students are highly lucky to have Dr. Saab to share his ideations and innovations and how to come up with the business activities. Right from the students is if they have that business attitude, definitely there will be so many entrepreneurs turning out of students who are coming from out of the college, either for life sciences or engineering or technology, any field. And the future is going to be a lot of exciting because future is going to be interdisciplinary innovations. Thank you, and Dr. Ramesh and Dr. Saab and Dr. Prasad for uh, giving me this opportunity to wish this program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Dr. Zahurullah, SMD, presently as the Chief Innovative Officer, heading Business Incubation Center, Strategic Planning and Executing, Leadership and Innovation Rules, Mentor, Head and R&D Project Manager. handholding 70 plus startups and MSME sector, electronics and engineerings, IT and ITES, food processing, biotechnology, biodegrading technology, garments and textiles, and 3D printing. His education is in BTech, MTech, PhD in engineering biotechnology in JNTUH, and previously experienced of 15 years experience in academics, R&D, industry and administration simultaneously, author of 10 books, 20 publications, guided 35 students projects, startup granted facilitate USD 2.6 millions, biographic listener in WHO in the world, innovators, IP professors, mentor, research, career counsel, consultant for NGO, industrials, R&D organizations, vice president of JNTUH, IST, alumni associated, former president of Smile Mile Foundation. Now I request Dr. Zahurullah sir to address, sir, to speak a few words.
Hello. Hello. Is it audible, right? Fine, right. So good afternoon, my dear students, and also the faculty of Vishnu Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Viper. And it's my privilege to be here today. And I can see a good energy and enthusiasm among the students of VIPER. And uh, so I hope that my session in the next 1 hour will definitely transform and give you insights more what the opportunities that are available for you people in incubation and also in innovation space in pharmaceutical sciences especially. So my talk goes here with presentations that covers widely on these aspects like innovations, incubation, and acceleration program, and starting from problem statement to ideation onwards. So anybody, any student know about startup companies? You can speak up. Any one person stand up and say about what is a startup company. Don't hesitate, and you can just say whatever you know. So first of all, let me, have you heard about startup company? Yes or not? Good. So then what is a startup company? In your own language, you can say. Any student? Come on, we are doing an workshop. It's not a lecture in one way. I need your participation as well. So you know what is a startup, and you heard about it. Yes, sorry. Company which is in a first stage of operation. Good, very good. So any other definition? Right. So startup company is the one which will be started by any individual, any citizen of India here, and uh, there is no any requirement in terms of education qualification, because it's an entrepreneurship, and moreover, as you are going to become the graduates, now it's your turn to become an entrepreneur. So that's what how you can become an entrepreneur and what are the startup opportunities. So that's what we are going to see here. So for the next 1 hour, please pay your attention. I'm going to give you a very good insights that you may not get in any of the platforms. Maybe, I guess, I'm not that much optimistic, but still I'm saying that my presentation, whatever the information I give, that's the best. In fact, every speaker will feel in the same way. So pay your attention, and if you have any questions, ask me in between. And I like that you should ask me a question, and you should know, and you should be enlightened, and you should get the beneficiary out of it, right? I was also the faculty for the pharmacy, and in fact the research, in fact the uh, innovations. So that's what I have covered in pharmaceutical sciences, so as being uh, the person who have come up from that area. So here, the problem statement and ideation, that's what we are going to learn. And so we have several areas in pharmacy. You know about, so these are all 4-year students, first, second, third, and sorry, second and third year, third and final year. Good. So you have learned about several subjects in your third and fourth years. You have learned about pharmaceutical analysis. You have learned about pharmacognosy, and you have learned about pharmacology, and of course pharmaceutical specialized subjects like pharmaceutical microbiology, pharmaceutical biochemistry, pharmaceutical biotechnology, and so you know about well about the concepts of pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, which are very much essential, right? So in cognosy or in Sutics, are in analysis. So we have seen that several compounds are in existence and we have to isolate them, right? Now, every research starts with the problem statement. So what is a problem statement? When you apply for any research, we will see that we have to address a problem statement. Suppose state that you are addressing a neurological disease and you have to define the objective first of all. What kind of problem is in existence and then what kind of solution I have to work upon. That's your research, basic research. So research is divided again into several categories. You do a basic and fundamental research, which is an principle based research. You are going to identifying a pathway in a disease or in a organism, and you are going to work out on certain drug formulations or the basic principles of the drugs, and you will be working upon the next phase comes like you'll be working upon the analysis part. So most of the research goes into the analysis part. Then the third category comes is the product isolations. You may see that the product will be isolated, right? So then the other category comes where you will be giving some kind of statistical analysis. So most of the research work goes with the statistical analysis as well. And now there is an one part which I will take here is nothing but the product development. So you work about on the product development and you identify what kind of product can be developed from your research. So that's the ideation where you have to start. The ideation is nothing but the idea basically, and you have to identify that idea in your research and bring the product outside. If you are working on an analysis part or an data interpretation part, then also you have chances of giving a product out of it where that analysis part would be useful for any community, and you will be selling that product, that analysis or data interpretation product as well. So you can develop a direct product and an indirect product in the way of you are developing an analysis part, a data, and it will be catering the need of any community. So identifying the idea and then identifying the problem statement and then coming up with a solution. So these are all very important in the research. Now what is the next part? What is the next part after the research? The next part is nothing but the commercialization. So you have an ideation and problem statement identified, you found a solution, and now next you take it into the commercialization stage. Here you will become a startup company. So that's what we see here. In life sciences, there are more opportunities than any other sector that you would get a good problem analysis and solution and also commercialization. Life sciences sector is only the sector present. Remember this point. And there are more innovations possible in the life science sector. There are more innovations possible in life sciences sector. So you take any of your subject and you think about the innovation in that, and you take out that innovation and implement it with a solution. Then you commercialize that. That's it. Your job is done. Very simple. Still you require a support, a kind of a complete hand-holding support you require. That would be done by the business incubation centers. See, under pharmacology department of Government of India, under life sciences department, under Science and Technology Department, under DBT, Biotechnology Department. Now, the trend is going only in terms of startups. Basic research and the fundamental research, we are showing a very least priority. Remember this point. So students and faculty and also the researchers, scientists in the R&D institutes and academics are strongly made to work out on to become a startup company. You may ask me, what are the opportunities and how I can move, who are there to guide me? So that's what I have come up here to explain you. See, you might have seen a big people in terms of industries, in terms of business, the business tycoons. You might have seen number of companies starting from Dr. Reddy's, Biocon, and Bharat Biotech, which has contributed and for the vaccine for the COVID, and the Serum Institute. You have seen Mylon Laboratories. So if Arbindo, so if you go on, there are hundreds and thousands of pharma companies are in existence. And now after COVID, the trend is only life sciences. Only life sciences, and there are more opportunities for you to become a startup company. So that's what we are going to discuss here. What are the products that you can work out? You can see here I have listed out the products where you can work out. You can work out on development of generic drugs and also on antibiotic production, organic acids, proteins, HFCS, and also vaccines, vitamins, enzymes, SCP, single cell protein. HFCS stands for high fructose corn syrups. Artificial sweeteners, right? What is an artificial sweetener? Sorry? Saccharin. That's the example for artificial sweetener. Good. We have metabolites, lipids. You have saponins, sterols, anthraquinones, purines, pyrimidines, glycoalkaloids. You have glycosides, tropanes, quinolones. So you have several compounds to isolate from different sources. Being a pharmaceutical student, you know well how you can identify them, characterize them, screen them, and also purify them. Am I right? So you have n number of products to work out upon. Your laboratories are enough. Your college laboratory is more than enough. So your college platform is the best one to go for the innovation. I have just visited your college premises and labs. So they are DSIR recognized, NBA accredited and NAC accredited labs you have. That's an wonderful labs. Remember the point that you need not require high-end sophisticated labs like that are present in foreign countries. No, you need not require. Remember this point. You need not require. You can work out with your own lab here. In 1905, from India, a scientist have worked upon within his lab and got Nobel Prize. Who is that person? Who is that person? A scientist have worked upon his lab in India and got Nobel Prize. Who is that person? Anybody? Any student? You should have to speak. Come on. No, don't know. Sir C.V. Raman. Sir C.V. Raman. He worked in his lab here itself and he achieved Nobel Prize. He didn't went to any sophisticated labs. Not required. I'm telling you, it is not at all required. So you work in your lab and look for innovations. You have a continuous interaction with your faculty who are the knowledge repositories. And you see the difference. you will see a bright future. That's how you will see a bright future. Bright future doesn't come with a good job. Employment, no. Now the trend has gone out. No employment. Become an employer. Start your own company. That's the trend going on. People have worked in for several years in many companies, and after working for several years, they realized that no, I shouldn't become an employee. I have to become an employer. Then they started. I will give you fantastic examples of startup companies which we are handholding in pharma sector. Now in my talk, I will show you what we have done, what they have done, what are the opportunities that are in right now present for you. So what I mean to say is you have several products. So drugs acting on the central and urinary system, best area where you can find an moiety and an a molecule. You purify that and then you see the results. This area is having a great demand for central nervous system and urinary system. Your subjects, your textbooks will speak. Your textbook will speak. Just refer Remington and Leon Lackman. You will see the drugs which are available for these systems. Diuretics, cardiovascular drugs, anticoagulant and antiplatelet drugs. This is also another area. Just to find out what drugs are there and you work out on one disease, that is enough. Neuromuscular blocking agents, drugs used in therapy of shock. That is also in great demand. Extraction procedures including separation of drugs from excipients. So that's what the major pharma companies do. You have a wide scope here. Psychopharmacological agents like antipsychotics and antidepressants. So this is a present ongoing business, because after COVID, people have lost their minds. Really, I'm saying you. We have encountered and found a number of patients coming to the psychologist and psychiatrist after COVID, post-COVID, because they lost their minds completely. Now they need some antipsychotics drugs and antidepressant drugs also. Most of the people are suffering from depression right now after COVID. You know why? Because they had a fear of death. People at the age group of 30 to 60, they are now fearing a lot and also having a depression. Because what they have created, the assets, money and all will go vanish within a day if they become dead. That depression is right now going on, and we are finding it. Number of people coming to us through our startup company. A startup company is there by name Find Hope, which we are supporting. They are actually they are doing online counseling in an innovative way through an app that is artificial intelligence app, and they are providing psychiatrist and psychologist counseling and also physical hand holding. So this is an startup company we do have, and we are finding number of people approaching them. So we have sedatives, hypnotics and anti-anxiety agents also. That's also a good area. And anti-epileptic drugs and Parkinsonian drugs are the one. And vasodilator drugs and also calcium channel blockers, beta adrenergic antagonist. So these are the areas where you can look for innovation. They are the good problem statements, and also your labs are enough, your faculty are enough to guide you and to find that particular agent. And nowadays, you know, we have cut down the timeline of any drug development. You know why? Because of the COVID. Within 6 months we got vaccine, but how many years it will take to develop a vaccine for a particular disease or drug? Sorry, for a particular disease. How many years? How many years? Come on, how many years it will take for any drug development process? 5 years. After FDA approval, waiting for an FDA approval and getting an FDA approval. How many years? 10 to 15 years? Am I right? Right. So that's what. So for any drug development, it will take 10 to 15 years, but we have cut down the timeline. Why? Because of the advanced research present in today's generation, because we are in industry 4.0. We are in industry 4.0, and there are many technologies available which will support you for the drug development process. It includes the finding the drug online through a database, potential candidate through a database, and also working on the simulation mode to find out a exact fit model for that. Then preparing the same, formulating the same drug within the laboratory in a short time. And even we have certain provisions for the clinical trials, both preclinical and clinical trials in all the phase 1 to 4. So we have cut down the timeline and we can get you the drug within a shorter time or any kind of molecule. So not only this, you have many bioproducts industrially you can manufacture. Penicillin through a media preparation. You can do innovation in media preparation and also finding the mutagen penicillin species. And also you can find out the drug, the antibiotic molecule, some of the, the best molecules, antibiotic molecules that you can able to screen out. And also the culture, a pilot scale culture, and then preparing a media formulation for the scale up, that is fermentation. And even you have the stages of seed stage to the production stage. And we know about the fermentation process and overall fermentation process through different stages from different volumes, starting from 2 liters to 1 lakh liters capacity. So you have similarly the extraction process are also there for antibiotics, where you do downstream processing over here. And you have streptomycin. Now new molecules are present, more resistant molecules are being developed against all kinds of microorganisms, gram positive and gram negative. So you have commercially producing products, like you have biofertilizers, bioethanol, biopesticides, and SCP I have already told you, biocompost, and biohydrogen, monoclonal antibodies. You know about monoclonal antibodies? So what is the technology called? What is the technology called for MAB production? Hybridoma technology. Right? Hybridoma technology. So recombinant vaccines. Now we have COVID vaccines, recombinant vaccines. And protoplast fusion technologies. You have biomass cultivation. You have SWM, that is solid waste management. Bioremediation, bioleaching, biogas, GM foods, genetically modified foods. We have cryopreservation technologies. We have microarray technologies, bioinformatics, genomic libraries, blotting techniques. Best way nowadays is, the diagnostic centers are doing a lot, a good business. Diagnostic devices, biomedical devices are in great demand right now. After post-COVID, these are only the area where you people have wide scope. Pharmacy students can able to do this, can able to innovate only the biomedical and diagnostic devices and also technologies. Remember this point. You can able to develop any biomarker. You can able to develop the probes for the PCR, primers for the PCR, and you can able to develop, certain certain molecular moieties that would be helpful for any intermediate molecule to become a potential drug target. Then you have embryo culture, stem cells and cancer. So I see you are having a good lab on molecular cancer also. So that's what I'm saying. Your resources are enough. Remember this point. I was also brought up in the same way, where I used my college resources, spending most of my time in laboratories for innovations, spending most of my time in library, spending most of my time interacting with the faculty. This is what I have done as a student. So next you have in your own fields, you have several products. See, we are having startup companies in these areas also. In traditional drug production, neem, amla, methi, in Ayurvedic preparations, in enzymes, and also medicinally important molecules like we have glycosides like digitoxin and alkaloids, and in pharmacognosy you have certain medicinal plants from which you get many extracts. So you have volatile and essential oils, mentha, citronella, lemongrass, cloves, eucalyptus. They are in great demand right now in terms of business. I'm telling you, you can become a startup company if you isolate and develop it. So the best way is distillation. There would be a setup of distillation units. 500 liter is enough. Remember this point. To generate a revenue of 2 crores, a 500 liter capacity of distillation units you can implant, and also you can produce eucalyptus, lemon peels, oils, and also cinnamon. So certain essential oils you can able to bring it. We have the startup companies over here who are working on these products, and they are the people who have come from pharmacy background. They are just the students who have completed their B Pharma and M Pharma. So what I'm going to say, see, we have certain innovations in COVID-19. Of course, in fact, I have already covered somewhat. So I will show you some more uh, areas where you can able to come up with innovations for pharmacy students. So you have PPE kits, development of PPE kits, not just based upon plastic, but bioplastic. Bioplastic based PPE kits. You have an hazmat suit and apron made up of biopolymer. We have the facility, I will show you the machinery also, which is producing the biopolymer bioplastic. I will show you in my presentation. Our startups have produced that. And you have wide area called testing kits. I have already told you testing kits, biomedical devices and diagnostics. Large area sanitization. So you build up any kind of product, a device that will that does the sanitization, and IT solutions like geofencing, tracking, and crowd management. So this is for maintaining the physical distance. Then you have tablets and capsules. Do you know that the drug industry, pharma industry have grown within a short time to 50 times than the previous times, just recently? Why? Because of the COVID, most of the patients have been undergoing different kinds of ailments again. Synergistic effect from COVID to different diseases. Now, when there is an elevation in other disease levels, there is a requirement of existing drug production also. Am I right or not? The same thing happened. Many companies have generated revenues from 2 crores to 200 crores. 2 crores to 200 crores. You forget about employment now. Now think about this. Just you have to work out for 2 to 3 years for your company, then you are ready. Remember this point. It doesn't require anything. Just think out of box. Come out of your present mind and see the world differently. Then you will come up with a good business and you will see yourself. So this is what we have found. So we have packaging solutions as well, where best packaging methods are required for any drug for any product, as you know. So this is what the ventilators and oxygen concentrators that are in great demand in COVID, in COVID related innovations, mask which are approved by NIOSH, National Institute of Occupancy Safety and Health, and you have RT-PCR primers and probes. You have to develop RT-PCR primer and probe. You should become a company which is developing these two products. Then you will be in great demand. So that's what one of the company by name Integrated DNA Technologies. And the drug discovery process, as I told you, it will take several years, and we have cut down now this timeline even for biomarker production. So the timeline is same, but we have cut down right now. So now what support you require for your ideation? You are ready with your ideation, innovation, and the problem statement you are defining for that particular disease, particular problem. And now you have a solution in the form of your own idea. So what you are going to take up further, that is commercialization stage. So what support you require? What are the agencies? So what are the copyrights? What is the best indicator for the innovation? How do you prevent from others copying your innovation or idea? Very good, patents. So that's what we do. You need not have product in hand. Your idea, write on a paper and apply a patent for that. You will get a patent, provisional patent. Remember this point. It's very easy now. Patent office and patent related communications have increased a lot, and more number of stakeholders are present that who will help you for patenting. Remember this point nowadays. We have seen many students coming with the patents. I happen to visit many colleges. Students are coming with patents, registered patents. I'm telling you, they are coming with registered patents. So it's an open platform. Nobody is stopping you. Remember this point. Nobody is stopping you. You have provisions. You have facilities. You have things to do. Just you have to come up and complete them. So ideation is the one where we stop, where we start. Then we go to the POC. What is POC? POC means proof of concept. POC means, what is POC? Good, proof of concept. Proof of concept is nothing but the one which you develop on the paper and you do some laboratory work. The laboratory level confirmation is nothing but proof of concept. Now after proof of concept, you will be entering into prototype. Suppose you have developed a drug in your lab and you have found that the drug concentration is very good and it is very effective. Efficacy is very good. And you have produced that in large quantities. That is nothing but your prototype ready. That is called prototype. Now for prototype, remember this very much important. For prototype, we have technology readiness level, TRL. Technology readiness level is the indicator for your product development. There are 9 stages of TRL. 9 stages of TRL. If you go and work out in any research in the established research centers, you go to NIPERS, you go to any CSIR organization, you go to any ICMR organization, they will work upon TRL stages. TRL, technology readiness level. There are 9 stages. 1, TRL 1, TRL 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. TRL 1 is nothing but your idea. TRL 2 is nothing but the POC stage. TRL 3 is nothing but the prototype stage. TRL4 is development of your prototype. TRL5, your prototype is almost ready. TRL6, the prototype is ready for testing. TRL7, prototype is ready with feedback and further enhancements. TRL8, the prototype is ready for testing among the some sample population size. You take your product and test in some sample population and get the feedback, and again you work out on your product development. TRL9 is the product ready for launch. So this is the TRL stages. For every research, everything, wherever you go, they will ask you what is your TRL stage, whether it is in TRL 1, 2, 3 or what. Okay, got it? Right. So next is, after that product development, you have MVP stage, which is called as minimum viable product. Minimum viable product. This minimum viable product is nothing but the product which is ready to get into market at large scale production. At large scale production. Then your startup will be launched on that day. Of course, in fact, you can start from day one as a company, but you will be entering into the business, into the market, and then you will be looking yourself into the growth. The growth is nothing but your company growth in terms of financially. So these are all the things which will happen. And do you know where it occurs? I have written here very clearly: R&D institutes, academics, industries. Now you are in academics. Your academic college is the right place. You have the labs. You have the mentors. You know who are your mentors? Who are your mentors? Your faculty are your mentors. You have best mentors. You have best facilities. You have best resources. So it's an opportunity for you to work on your innovation to become a startup company. So starting from there and to become a startup company, you have opportunity right now here. You need not go anywhere. So certain startup companies I will show you, which are supported by our incubation center. This is our incubation center. I will show you more in glance. Not here. Suppose I have taken here one example. Look at here this example. So there we are taking cyanobacteria. We are trying to isolate the biopolymer from the cyanobacteria. The biopolymer is nothing but polyhydroxyalconate, PHA. We are doing flask culture. Then you select the strain. Then shake flask culture with 180 liter capacity. Then photobioreactors of 200 liter capacities. Then production industrial scale starting from 1000 liter to 10,000 liter. And you extract that by purification. So the PHA would be obtained. The PHA is also referred as bioplastic. So this is one innovation I'm showing you through a problem statement. The problem statement is nothing but plastics were banned in India right now. Do you know that? So now bioplastics is the alternate, and you are the right persons to work on this. You know the production complete lane. You know how you can isolate, how you extract, how you purify. So then what you are waiting for? So that's what the some of the COVID, solutions I will show you. These are our startups. One is by name Germiban. The instrument kills the coronavirus on air and surfaces. We have tested that on the coronavirus in CCMB BSL-3 lab. So this device will kill the coronavirus or it will inactivate the coronavirus. Our startup by name Neo Inventronics Private Limited. She is a lady who have done this innovation, and right now Telangana government have given permission to use this instrument in all their hospitals. This is what we have done for them. Next, Kavach biodegradable PPE, biopolymer, bioplastic. You can see there the apron that is made up of starch based apron with a micron size of 70 microns, completely 100% biodegradable. You can see the mask, cotton mask and healthy mask. We have the machinery for this mask where 1 lakh pieces would be produced. And we have not lockdown enforcer, but Kajus. So a PhD in life sciences and pharmacy, she has done research and brought up one juice which has 10 times more rich vitamin C than a citrus fruit. 10 times more vitamin C than a citrus fruit. She's a startup where we have done the canning of that product and also giving her acceleration granting funds and also a land allocation. So some of the millet based foods are also available with our startups who have been manufacturing immunity boosters. So these are also some of the examples, in fact. So I will show you another presentation. So I'm going to end in next 20 minutes. Fine. So now you have seen about problem statement, ideation, and innovations. Is it clear? So what is meant by TRL? What is meant by TRL? Good. Technology readiness level. So last students are not answering. Are you sleeping or what? I hope that VIPR college students are very enthusiastic and very good at morals, values, and discipline. I came to know. So I hope that you will maintain in the next 20 minutes as well. So TRL fine. So what is meant by a prototype? Can anybody tell what is a prototype? Prototype. No, don't know. So prototype is the one which will be developed within a lab at certain production level before a product development. Okay, so that's an prototype. Right. What is meant by innovation? What is meant by innovation? Can you stand up? Can you stand up and speak? Okay, good. What is your name? Good, Ramani. Good. Claps to Ramani. Good. So I highly appreciate you sitting over in the last and then listening very carefully. And I of course like appreciate you. Well, sit down, sit down. So innovation, invention, discovery. Can anybody differentiate these three? Any student? It's a challenge for you. Yeah, Ramani, yeah. Good. Good, very good. Sit down. So that's another point. Very good. Claps to her. So now there is a difference, of course, at your uh, at almost your exposure level you have told. So still to define these three, discovery, in fact, you know very well existing one which will be find out by the researcher. Invention is nothing but it is a new kind of principle. You will create it. You will create it through creativity. You will introduce. That is called invention. And innovation is nothing but to the existing innovation, you come up with more enhancements, with some more additions to the invention. That is innovation. So innovation is, it doesn't require that much creativity as invention. So innovation can be happened and it can be done by any one of you. Inventions are very much difficult. In fact, difficult in the sense of if you take a 100 size population, you may find only few people who can do invention. In that aspect, I'm saying you. Okay. If I found that minimum number of people who are in 100 size population, and I found that 100 number with each few people, and that few people in 1,000 population, all those few people are grouped here. I consider that you are all the innovators now. So that's what I can say. So now I'm showing you this is a platform where you will be supported for your innovation, for support to become a startup company, to make you into commercialization state. We are the incubation center, and we are the business incubation center, which is top 3 in India right now. And we are the MSME based incubation center, a multi-sector incubation center. So you know the incubation centers, can you name few? Anybody? Anybody can name few names of incubation centers? Come on. Say yes or no. Do you know? Say yes or no. Both are okay for me. No. Okay, fine. So I think so let me think that you people don't know about incubation centers. See, we have incubation centers which are nothing but the platforms that support the innovators to become a startup company. Have you heard about T-Hub? Right. So that's what. So that's in Telangana State T-Hub. They do a lot of advertisement. So that's why it's very popular. We don't do a lot of advertisement, but still we are considered top 3 in India. We are central government and they are state government. So T-Hub is one incubation center that support the startups, and we are called ELIP V-Hub. It's an women entrepreneurs hub basically. Of course, it supports the women and also the men. In fact, I am the man who is working there. So, so it is an business incubation center. T-Hub. Any other incubation center, do you know? Do you know pharma-based incubation center present in Hyderabad? Any incubation center present in Hyderabad that is supporting pharma exclusively? No. Naipar, Hyderabad. They are having BioNest Bio Incubator. It is called BioNest Bio Incubator. So you go there and see. In fact, you may having the industrial visits and visiting to Naipars. So do they have, sir? Yeah. So I hope that you might have visited. So BioNest Bio Incubator is set up by the Department of Biotechnology across India. There are about 40 BioNest Bio Incubators. There are 40 BioNest Bio Incubators that supports different technologies, different background sectors. Now here, Naipar Hyderabad supports pharma-based companies, pharma-based innovators like you. You are eligible. It doesn't require even completion of your B Pharmacy. Right now also you are eligible. If you have innovation, that will be taken up into a complete hand holding. So one point will come in your mind, sir, if it is a business, I need to invest. Where is the investment? Am I right? I will answer you for this. You need not require investment. That's the present trend going on to become a startup company. They will support you entirely. Even they will give you stipend. 50,000 per month stipend is given. 50,000 per month for the next 2 years. 40,000 stipend for the next 2 years to become a startup company. IIT Hyderabad. And we also giving you EIR, which is called Entrepreneur in Residence, 4 lakh amount grant for 2 years. After your graduation, you just have an idea and come to us, we will support you. So now, let me tell you about our organization. Very, very carefully listen. This is a 27-year-old organization that's supporting the women entrepreneurs. We have produced 10,000 women entrepreneurs. Now they are having the business starting from 2 crores to 2,000 crores turnover. And we are providing the land for them in the form of industrial parks. We are having 6 industrial parks. My office is located here in Elip Industrial Park, Elip in Pragati Nagar, 36 acres campus with 200 units, wherein we have biopharma 80 companies. So that is my office, and we administer and manage these industrial parks. Another industrial park nearby Patancheru, 80 acres. 4 industrial parks in Andhra Pradesh. So this is what we do. We have Center for Entrepreneurship Development, through which we train 2,000 people for entrepreneurship. We have FabCell, through which we train 2,000 people to make their ideas into business. We have incubation centers, livelihood business incubation centers, technology based incubation centers, and now Atoll incubation centers. So myself working as Chief Innovation Officer and administering all the incubation centers in the organization and handholding the 100 startup companies right now in MSME sector. And we have certain skill and training development centers, and we do 17 ministry projects also worth 400 crores. So this is our organization. Is it good? Right. So what we do here, ours is an Atoll Incubation Center. It is called Atoll Incubation Center, supported by Niti Aayog, Government of India. And I administer this incubation center. And this is top 3 in India. We have 70 such Atoll Incubation Centers set up by the Niti Aayog. We have CCMB, one Atoll Incubation Center. We have IIIT Hyderabad, one Atoll Incubation Center. We are one Atoll Incubation Center, but we are top 3 in India, including the other 2, which are IIMs. IIM Bangalore and also ISB, Mohali. ISB Mohali, and BIMTech is another one. So we are the 3-4 people which are leading in India right now in Atoll incubation centers. So we have an integrated mechanism where we support the entrepreneurs, where we market through our online portal, Elizone, where we give funding through ELIP Credit Guarantee Association, funding, finance. Fab sale, we make ideas into business. ELIP infrastructure, we give lands also. After becoming startup, you need a land to build your company. We give you land at very nominal government rate. WITTC, we give you international trade. We are having a close collaboration with the SAARC Asian countries, through which we promote trade for our entrepreneurs and startup companies. So this is what we are doing. So our ELIP president is Rama Devi. She is the lady behind. For the last 27 years, she is working and pioneering entrepreneurship in India. So we have inaugurated it with the mission director of Niti Aayog, and our advisor is Professor Mashelkar. Who is Mashelkar? He is the former DG, Director General of CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research in India. So he is our advisor, our incubation center advisor. So through the different screening process, we invite your ideas. Right now I am just announcing, you can come to my office 367 days and just come into my office and put your idea in front of me. Then we will take you. If the idea is having scalability, viability, innovation, then we will take you in. You have to become a citizen of India, 18 years age, that's all. No any academic background, no educational background. If you are educated well, that is also good. If you are not educated, that is also good. We have a startup company, the founder, director of who have studied 7th class, and she is now doing 2.5 crores turnover. We have a startup company where the person have done postdoc, double postdocs, not one postdoc, double postdocs in different countries. We have complete range of people. I will show you all education background and non-education background also. So we support all these people. Through a screening committee, we evaluate your ideas. The screening committee includes people from academia, industry, government organization, banking, finance, and all. Go through that slide. So I will explain you. Right. This is an startup definition. DPIT is the Government of India body that gives the startup definition. The startup should be 10 years, not more than 10 years old. Should have less than 100 crores turnover. There should be innovation. Then you are termed as startup company. So that's the DPIT, Department of Promotion of Industrial Internal Trade, DPIT, Ministry of Commerce. We are focusing in these sectors. Of course, we are sector agnostic. That means any sector people can come to us. But we provide missionary in these sectors. Biotechnology, food process, garments, textiles, biodegradable IT, ITS, electronics, engineering, 3D printing. Right now, we are having the present cohort group with 45 startups and 25 in pre-incubation stage. So what are the services we provide? If you are a startup company, we provide you the R&D facilitation for research to do your innovation. We make you mentoring. We facilitate you for funding. We give you business and marketing and also technology connects, networking connect, and all business connects for you. Pre-incubation program is the one through which we take you into the incubation center. Just come up with an idea. Then you will be placed into this pre-incubation program for 6 months. It's an online program, 10 hours per month engagement. Now you are eligible to enter into this program. Just submit your idea. According to your stage, we evaluate and we take you into the incubation center. Suppose you are in ideation stage, we give you certain access, mentoring, programs access, and grant facilitation also, 4 lakhs. If you are in prototype stage, then we will give you 7 lakhs grant with other facilities. If you are in growth stage, we give you 40 lakh grant. Grant means you have to take amount, you need not pay back, but you have to show us the due diligence. Incubation program, you have access to these machines in 7 sectors. Like we have the co-working space. We will give you a cubicle for your company, startup company. Biotechnology, a 500-liter fermenter for n number of bioproducts production. Food processing, we have complete biscuit and baking manufacturing lane, 1 ton production per day. Any n number of formulations can be done with innovations. Biodegradable, this is the machinery which produces bioplastic. I shown you the starch based apron, right? This is the machine. First time in India, we are the first to install in India, Hyderabad, Telangana. Socks cluster machine. This is socks manufacturing, healthy socks, anti-diabetic socks, and also healthy socks. You are the right people to go for innovation. We will give access to the machinery also. You can come and see our machinery. 1 lakh socks we are manufacturing. 6 startup companies at a time have incubated for different socks products. And they have received 1.6 crores funding from us. 1.6 crores. Freeze dryers. You know lyophilization? The lyophilization done for proteins for high concentration and also for preservation and conservation. Sorry, preservation. So we are now doing it for foods, fruits, vegetables, cooked foods. What is the advantage of freeze drying or lyophilization? What is the advantage? The lifespan, the shelf life can be kept for 10 to 30 years. Now you can see this machinery for food grade is present with us. We have done the food products packaging and they are having shelf life of 30 years right now. 30 years. We have a startup who are working and they have done the production and they have packaged them and selling them in the business also. We have spice and grain processing center for all millets, grains, cereals, major, minor cereals. We can do innovation. We have electronics and IT, artificial intelligence, and the machine learning, the cyber security. You can implement in pharma sector also. Do you know that? Do you know? Artificial intelligence can be run over the data which you have been collected from all the database, drug database. You can find quick and fast any kind of molecule just like that within seconds through machine learning and artificial intelligence. If you become that startup, then definitely you will be having a bright future to become a good business generating startup company. So we have all these sectors that will support that. We do number of programs, mentor programs. We have IPR and technology transfer cell, NRDC, National Research Development Corporation, through which we are the franchise agency for technology transfers. All CSR labs, ICR, ICMR, all R&D labs of the country have to submit the technologies developed by them to us. We will sell it to you people like you. We are the agency. And we are having the MOUs with CFTRI, with NIFTEM, ICRISAT, RICH, IMR, IFPT, Manage, BARAC, DBT, NIPERS, NIPER Guwahati. So I happened to visit NIPER Guwahati in 2019. Dr. USN Murthy was the director over there. So he's, in fact, he's he has invited me to look into the NIPER facilities. They have excellent facilities over there, and they are going to have a incubation center also soon. Even PET scanning is present. Do you know PET scanning? PET, positron emission tomography, for cancer and for stem cell research. We use that. In vivo visualization. In vivo visualization. What is in vivo? Huh? What is in vitro? Third year and fourth year students, you should speak. What is in vitro? In vivo. No any particular answer. All are murmuring. At least one person stand up and say, we think living cell is in vivo. Good. And in vitro, within the lab, in silico, by using computers, in situ, at the site you do the research on the site. So you should know all these things. These are our startups present in different sectors. There are about 75 people in fact, and it will take another 1 hour for me to describe all those. So I'm just skipping over that. But what I can say is we have funded 4.8 crores within 2 years of our operation to our startup companies, 16 startup companies. So through TIDE scheme, technology innovation development of entrepreneurs, we have 3.6 crores under this. We fund the startups, 3.6 crores. And if you have any technologies with IT in pharma sector, we are ready to take up your innovation and give you support. We are having 16 startups in this space. I will show you the glance of the infrastructure. I'm going to complete in 5 minutes, okay? So this is our office space with all the infrastructure. This is our biotechnology space sector unit with innovations can be done. You can do R&D, you can do innovations, you can do prototype development, product development, and MVP stage also. Such an industrial R&D based machinery are present with us within our incubation center. 500-liter capacity fermenter, both upstream and downstream. We have biodegradable unit. So this was first time installed. Any biopolymer, bioplastic can be manufactured. There are n number of biopolymers that can be manufactured. Through R&D or innovation, you can do this. We have all the accessory machinery for that. Solar dryers for solar drying technologies, fruits and vegetables. It is alternative to electric drying and solar and sun drying. 100% retention of ingredients, proteins, carbohydrates, and other molecules. Food sector with all biscuit and manufacturing lane. Any formulation for proteins, any formulation for antibiotic formulation can be done. Remember this point by using these facilities. Lyophilizers for fruits, vegetables, and cooked foods. And this is grains and spice processing and millet processing center. And one more thing is that, this machinery can be used for formulation of proteins that would be supplied to any sportsman. We are having energy drinks, right? By using the same facility, you can produce. We are having one startup Two M Pharma grads, they came to us and they have floated a company, Medsi Pharma Private Limited, and M Pharma candidates, I'm telling you, they are our startup companies. They have clinically proven anti-diabetic formulation of grains, some powder, tested in a NIMS. They came to us. We provided them funding. We provided them with banking loans. We provided them business support. We connected them to Apollo Pharma stores. Now today, in all Apollo Pharma stores, their product is present. Their product is present. It is sold out as a box with 500 grams, 400 rupees. This is what we have done to them. And they generated first 40 lakh of purchase order. That's the success story. So SOX machinery, and we have electronics with all the sensors and equipment for rapid prototyping. All the some of the machineries which will print on jute material. In fact, I have covered this one. Germiban and oxygen concentrator by our startup. Germiban patented one. We have tested that in Chest Hospital. March 2020. You know, March 2020, 27th March 2020. What is that day? What is that day? First lockdown. So how you are people inside your homes? You are sitting there. Nobody is out. So myself and my team went to Chest Hospital Isolation Center. I did this experiment. In Isolation Center, you can see the time stamp. 31st March 2020, 11:22 a.m. So that was experiment done by me by using this instrument, Germiban, to bring this instrument for the benefit of our people in the country. Now this instrument at Pan India level got appreciation and also sales. Before and after the switch on of the instrument, on Petri plates, the microorganism growth collected from both air and surface samples. You can see the difference. So this is an apron by biopolymer bioplastic. This is the machine which we do. These are the startups who have developed immunoboosters for COVID. These are the women. These are the drones manufactured by our startups for defense and agriculture sector. This is she is Dr. Ramya. She is a doctorate, and she has come up with an device, a robotic device that will enhance the psychometric development of the autism kids. She is a startup under us. We supported her with a fund, and now she is having 15 turnover, 15 crores turnover. In education sector, these are our startups for a college like you, for students and faculty. They are having personalized learning, artificial intelligence based platform. These are our partners. We have MOUs and we are open for accepting the applications from you. Just you have to come to us and discuss about your innovation. Remember, at any stage we can give you the support, and also there is an fund support, grant support also. We facilitate you big grant proposal, 50 lakhs, both for faculty and students. Faculty and students, both are eligible. Even under NISP, National Innovation Startup Policy 2019, they are giving provisions for all academic institutes to become a startup company. Private limited or LLP you can start. Both faculty and students can start a startup company. And there are n number of grants available from BIRAC. Big grant is the first one through which startups will be supported. Do you know, for research grants are being taken least care now. Why? Because from the research there will be only publications. that may be indirectly used to the society. But from startups, direct to use to the society. Products, we need products. Our country require economy that is possible only through startups. Your products, your business, then economic growth. It is possible only from tech startups like you, from the persons like you, students like you. There are 100 students means 99 students should become a startup company. The world has changed now. There is no employment. Remember, no employment. Nothing is there. Jobs have gone away. Now you have to become a startup company. Don't think to become a employee in a company. Think to become a employer. To become an employer, you have to sustain. There is a risk, but risk management can be done. That risk management can be taught from us, from incubators like us. There are 250 incubators in India. Only exclusively life science incubators are about 100 are present. Hyderabad, nearly 10 life science based incubators are there, including us. We are here to support you. The thing is, you have to show interest, you have to show stability, focus, patience, continuous pursuit, burning ambition. These are all the things which you have to show. Remember this point. So you can write to me at cao@elif.org. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Yeah, I'm ready to take the questions. Yeah, below. Speak up. What is the question? Yeah, screening process. Actually, I told you, no? Yeah, tell me clearly.
So,
Yeah, tell me. Speak up. This is doggy. No, no, it's okay. You can speak up. It is audible. Come on, come on. What is the question? I missed the screening process. You are saying. What is screening process? Yeah. So the screening process is nothing but you will be coming with an idea and presenting to us. This idea we will take it to the screening committee. Okay. So when you come to us, then we will hear to you. We will have number of meetings. We do changes to your idea. We will guide you further. We will bring you at some stage. Then after that, there will be a screening committee. We will hold a screening committee date. In front of the screening committee members, jury members, you have to present your idea in the form of a pitch deck. The pitch deck comes with an pitch deck means nothing but it is a PowerPoint presentation. The pitch deck will give you the clear titles like what is the idea, what is the problem statement, what is the solution, then what is the USP, unique selling point, then what is the market size, then what is the business plan, what is business model, revenue model, then comes the projections and budget utilization, then finally comes the team. So these are the 10 slides which we will tell you and we will make you to prepare yourself. So that presentation would be given in front of the selection committee. The selection committee will see and then they will decide whether you will be taken into a startup or not. So this is the process, screening process. Right. So any other question? No questions?
Sir, can we have your contact number, sir?
Okay, contact number. Contact number. I can give you my email ID, cio@aleap.org. So instead of an phone number, you can contact through email, because I receive number of calls and I may not be available because most of the time I will be in meetings. So anyhow, I will give you alternate number also. I will leave this with your college faculty. Okay, my alternate number, and my email ID is cio@aleap.org. Okay, it's very
Sir,
simple.
one second, sir. Uh,
Yeah,
can you once more?
cio@aleap.org. Is it right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Can you stand up? I could not able to see you people.
Sir,
Acha, okay.
I'm through web link, sir. I'm speaking through web link. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Tell me.
I'm Professor Jyoti, sir, from Andhra Pradesh, Raghavendra Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. Sir.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Still, ma'am.
Thanks for sharing the very good information, sir. It's very inspiring and motivating also. We are also interested to conduct a webinar at our college, sir. So is it possible to share a talk for our college also, sir?
Yeah,
For you?
definitely. So definitely, I will be happy to address. But if it is
Yes.
after this month, that would be great. In January,
Sure,
we can.
sure, sir.
Yeah.
So may I write the mail to the mail ID just now you have given me, sir?
Yes. Exactly. You can email me to that.
Yes, sir. Because
Right.
our students are also interested and some of them are asking for the webinar, sir. So
Definitely, we will do that. We have
yes,
we have a very good infrastructure and also resources and networking support to the pharma sector. So
okay,
we
sir.
have our in-house biopharma companies. 80 biopharma companies are there who are in the range of 2 crores to nearly 400 crores of turnover. So that's
Oh,
our biggest resource. Second thing is we have pharma colleges MOUs also. We have R&D centers, NIPERS and CSR institutes, ICMR institutes. We have collaboration with them, and all biopharma related research scientists, professors and students, research scholars, we have been supporting them for their innovations to become commercialized and also to become a startup company. So we have a
wonderful.
strong connect with BIRAC, all the schemes under BIRAC. So that would be also facilitated by us with a good mentoring for the application to file and to get you screened for the grant amount. So these are all the things which we have been doing. In fact, you might have seen our biotech unit, which will support to the R&D, prototype production and MVP stage development also. If you have any antibiotics or biofertilizers, biopesticides, any enzymes, proteins, if you have any production that you planned for, we can give you access this facility also, because number
Okay,
of companies will use our facility for prototyping and production as well. So
okay,
this kind of to end support is there, ma'am. And we
okay,
have done some certain MOUs with the colleges, also pharma colleges, and we have been supporting them, faculty, students, and all. So
okay.
this is what we can do for you, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
I will
my
mail,
doubt.
sir. I am Dr. Jyoti from Anantapur, sir, Andhra Pradesh. I will contact you through mail, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, I am Dr. Anantalakshmi, sir. Just now I asked about your contact number address. Thank you for sharing. And mine is social sciences, sir. Are you providing other than pharma also? Only pharmaceutical?
Yeah. So in social sciences, we have social entrepreneurship. So about almost 1500 to 2000 social entrepreneurs we have been supporting, and in that sector, we are supporting the social entrepreneurs in social innovations, in prototyping, and also connecting them to all the social entrepreneurship incubators as well. So we are hand-holding the micro entrepreneurs who are in the social innovation space. Suppose say in agri sector, in also in electronic sector, in manufacturing sector, in food sector, we have social entrepreneurs. And in fact, now social entrepreneurs are there in supporting the farmers with equipment, and also supporting the environment and clean technologies. So people are there who are working on biodegradable space, and also on clean technologies. So people are using some of the used plastics and also the biodegradable material for making number of articles, artisans, handlooms. So we are good at handlooms, handicrafts, and also textiles and garmenting. So these are all the support we have been doing. This is another wing of our incubation center. So you talk about any sector, we are in there, ma'am. We are about to support you also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, like I'm from Hyderabad actually. My students commerce and management, and also some of the students are also like social sciences, as I told you. And we want to start an incubation center, sir. Can you guide us for incubation center? And our students are they want to start up 33 startups applications we got. So we want to screen it. Can you help it out in this manner, starting an incubation and all things?
Definitely. You just write to me. We can able to help you out. It's an good opportunity for us also. So in terms of strategy planning and execution of your incubation center, and setting of your incubation center, and also supporting to your all 32 innovations in that social
Yes.
space or in technical space. So even we are ready with an pre-incubation program of our incubation center. As I have already shown you the pre-incubation program, a 6 months program. Your all 30 innovations can be, we can able to do a ideation, a boot camp for your 30
Uh,
innovations plan, and then we will
okay.
we will improve those ideations, and we will do some hackathons also, and then we will
Uh,
take up these into pre-incubation program. So recently I will tell you, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College, and also uh, VNR Vignani Jyoti VGIT College, and SNIST Srinidhi College. These three colleges we have supported with ideation hackathon, and we have identified about 36 in IARE, and 15 in VNR VJD, and about 30 in SNIST. We have supported them with ideation and also evaluation, and also hackathon we have conducted, and a boot camp we have conducted, and then we are taking them into pre-incubation program. In the similar way we can help you out.
Actually, what is a major requirement for the incubation, sir? Like we are helping, incubation is nothing but helping the students. Is it right, sir?
I guess like we can discuss that offline. Is that okay for you?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Because
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
some more people are waiting for some more questions, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Right. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I thank first of all the college management, and also principal Dr. A. Ramesh, and also the vice principal Dr. Rajendra sir, and also all the faculty members, uh, Dr. Umesh, and also all the organizers, faculty organizers, and also the students here. So thank you very much. I feel very happy to be here and present in front of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. This is a really wonderful session. Now I request Rajendra Prasad, sir, to present a memento as a token of gratitude for our guest of honor. Thank you.